Welcome to day 4 of the nervous system retuning immersion. I am really looking forward to sharing another important topic with you today, which for me is resilience. So, this is, as far as the nervous system is concerned, an important quality to talk about, that its regulation is not something that is constant. It's something that we flow into and we flow out of. And that's a normal part of life. Now, I think it's beautiful when we're connected and we're feeling safe and we're creative and we're in a social, engaged part of our being. And it's absolutely normal, healthy for us to stray from this as well. And there are things that are going to, based off our unique history, that are going to trigger us out of this or activate us out of this. And what's really important and part of the resiliency is that we can move through these different states. And this is why I love compassion and curiosity, because this is going to help us to, again, befriend our nervous system, understand it, get to know all of its little nuanced activations, triggers, and what we can do to really support ourselves and support each other in this process. It's really ideal if you have a friend that you can talk to about being in this process. We're all in this process, whether we're aware of it or we're not. And this is one of the reasons why in the program that I'll be sharing about later, I really feel that this is a relational retuning. We need other people, that co-regulation piece that we were talking about in the last video, to help us deepen our wiring for connection. And a lot of us didn't get that as a child, or we can always use more of this and the stabilization of this, especially in a world where there's a lot of noise, there's a lot of conflict, and there can be a real lack of sense of safety. So we do need people around us that support us in cultivating this in ourselves, and to regulate when things get hard, when a challenge comes up, when something unexpected happens, that we have our co-regulation supports in place and we can already have an established understanding and go to that person for the support. So this is a big part of today. We're going to deepen what it means to be resilient and a practice around this topic. Today's practice, we are going to work through when we get that stress, that sympathetic, we want to run, we want to fight. This is something that needs to be discharged. So this is energy that comes up. And then the more that we accumulate, hold, and not discharge, this is when challenges and chronic conditions occur. So really, today's practice is about how we add rhythm in along with our sound. So this is an amazing way to discharge, complete this stress cycle, and to return to baseline, to come back to that place of centeredness, of calmness, of safety within the system. Again, it's not something we're going to fight when we find ourselves in that fight, flight, or shutdown. What it is we're going to map it out, realize where we are and where we want to go, and then find the strategies that help us get there. Now, the nervous system is not about, it is not going to listen to your logic, your cognizing theories around what should work and what shouldn't work. And I'm just going to mindset my way there. We really need to involve the body to shift our state. So we're going to need breath, movement, sound. These are going to be our quickest allies to pivot and to really build that resiliency coming back to baseline. So today's practice is going to be adding humming with rhythm. So we're going to take our hands and we're going to just pat our thighs. So we're going to just find a regular, don't even have to think about it, just going simple, consistent. So we're going to inhale through our nose. We're going to pause the pattern, pause the rhythm, and exhale with a hum, with the rhythm. So don't worry about how long you can go on your exhale. Just do it till it feels comfortable, and then inhale through your nose, pause the rhythm, exhaling with a hum with the rhythm. Keep this going at your own pace, keeping that inhale if you can through the nose, pausing the rhythm, and then instating it again on the exhale with a hum. Now, maybe you want to move to this. That's okay too. Keep this going. We're just going to practice this inhaling stillness and exhaling hum with rhythm. Keep it going. We're almost there. You ideally want to do this for about 90 seconds to see a state shift. However, I find within 3 patterns, you're going to already notice something different. And become curious. How is this going for you? Keep it going if you can, in through the nose, out with a hum. I'd find a little bit of a, we don't want to be too fast with our rhythm, but see what feels good for you. Maybe it needs to be really slow. Or maybe you want it somewhere in between. Really play with your rhythms on the exhale, but really go into stillness on the inhale, checking your posture. And maybe if you want to be moving, like we suggested last time, like moving the body, letting the body guide you. Because again, this is an activation from within. And it is within that will, I feel, ultimately lead us to these different state changes. If we're working with the body, we're not fighting it, we're not shaming it, we're not blaming it, we're not judging it, we're being lovingly, if we can, present, compassionate, saying, wow, you're doing a good job protecting me here. Let's make some adjustments with my awareness and this tool and see how this goes. So let's do one more into the nose. Beautiful. So celebrating you coming all the way through to this 4th day to discover more about how we can befriend our nervous system, understand it, work with it. And again, I want to stress that we each have our own unique nervous system, our own unique stressors, and we'll take our own unique journey and approach to what it will take to regain or to establish a sense of safety in your own being and in your circle, your environment, with your friends, your loved ones, your community. Thank you for sharing in this, and I look forward to seeing you in day 5.